I want y'all to watch this video and just listen to what this young lady is saying. Y'all check this out.
You don't take child support payments from him, do you?
Yes, he leaves
so
them there.
blocking on Venmo?
He should. That makes it so much easier on him to just Venmo me instead of going to the bank. He's doing everything the easiest that it can possibly be done for Chase.
Oh, is that so?
And he's done that the whole time we've been
Why
together.
would you not want it to be easy if he's going to send you money? Why would you not want that to be easy for him? That's
Overruled.
Why would you not want that to be? He's in school and working, and sending you a Venmo is a problem? Yes or no?
Why does it have to be like? Why
I
can
don't
he not
answer
bring me
questions.
cash?
You answer questions.
Yes, it's a problem
Okay. Why?
because it's so much. Because it takes one more thing off of Chase that he has to do. He works and goes to school, and that's all he does.
That's all he does? Lady, what else do you want him to do?
He's 32 years old.
Okay.
He should be able to do that without any problem.
Is he stable? Yes. I'm not answering questions. You are. Tell me how having a job for 2 years and being in school for 2 years is not stable. You're living with your parents, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
How old are you?
I'm 26.
Okay.
This is so wild to me. So let me get this straight. Your ex-husband, I think she said they were married, is trying to pay child support, but you don't like the fact that he's trying to Venmo you the money. You want him to go to a bank and get cash and bring it to you because it's harder. And you don't like the fact that he's doing it the digital way, which is what everybody else is doing. So you believe he's trying to take the easiest route he can for his son.
You remedial. What does that mean? Retarded.
This has to be the dumbest thing I ever heard in my life. I've heard of women saying they don't want child support from the father because they don't want anything to do with the father. I've heard of that, but I've never heard of this. You don't want the money because he's not giving you cash? Is this a drug deal or a child support payment? What is happening right now? Men, this is why I preach, be careful who you give your seed to, be careful who you marry, be careful who you lay down with. You will end up with one of these. Something's wrong with her. This woman is so spiteful and vengeful, she wants him to stop throughout his day, which the man is working and going to school, and I'm guessing he's doing that because he wants to create a better life for his son. She wants him to stop doing that, go to the bank, just to get in his car and drive the cash over to her house directly. And this is the part that pissed me off more than anything. And to be honest with you, this is the biggest gripe that I have with a lot of these modern women. The hypocrisy. She tried to act like the ex wasn't stable when he's going to school and been working at the same job for 2 years, and she lives with her parents. She lives with her parents, talking about he's not stable.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Lady, you live with your parents. This is out of control. There are so many men out there who chose wrong, and this is what they're going through. Some of these women are out here just making it hard for no reason. She just wants him to pay or suffer. She just wants bad for him, even though he's trying to do good for her son. And she would be the first one online crying about it when he doesn't want anything to do with her or his son. This is wild, and the only thing I can say is I'm just happy I'm not him.
The other day, my friend and I were at happy hour, and this man sat down next to us and just started venting. He starts telling me that his wife passed away not too long ago, and dating has been really hard for him ever since. He said something that honestly didn't surprise me. He said that every woman that I meet wants money. Now, here's the interesting part. He wasn't upset that women wanted money. He was literally frustrated that they were asking for such small things. Small things like their hair, their nail, a purse, little stuff, right? And he looked at me and he said, these girls have no idea that I will buy their dream car. I'll buy them their dream house. I'll invest in their businesses, but they lose me before I ever get there because they just end up being like everybody else.
So let me get this straight. A strange man told you that he has no problem buying strange women cars and houses, but the only women he runs across are women who are asking for small things like a purse and getting her nails or hair done. And the only reason he doesn't like those women is because they always end up like everybody else, but the women who ask for cars and houses don't.
No further questions. That lying, honest.
I am pretty sure this woman is going to be selling some kind of a course. And most likely it's some kind of how to get money from a man course.
And I immediately thought about all of the DMs and the comments that I get every single day. Maya, how do I ask him for money? Maya, how do I get him to buy me a bag? Maya, how do I know if he's generous? Maya, how do I get a 10K, 20K allowance like you and the girls in your community?
Told you. I told you. I told you. You ain't tell me
I knew that story was cap. I am not saying there aren't men out there who are willing to spend money on women. I'm just saying the way she told that story, I just knew it was garbage. This lady is trying to hype it up so she can sell y'all a course or a community or whatever she wants to call it, but don't fall for it, ladies. But the fact that there are so many women out there who are selling these courses or teaching this online, this is why the dating community is doomed. Because these women hear stuff like, I can get $10,000, $20,000 a month just for being a woman, and they start walking around believing that's what they're gonna get. Of course there are some women out there who are able to go dig their way into some money, but that is a hard business. That's like trying to make it to the NFL. There ain't enough slots for all these women to get a man like that. But after listening to a story like that, I'm pretty sure her signups or her DMs are going crazy right now. And this is a sad state that we're in, because I really wish women would be smarter in this and understand that a lot of these women are lying to you. They are selling you a pipe dream. We all know women only think about themselves and the small group of women around them. They don't think about all the other women out there. So any woman out there who will fall for this trick, trap, whatever you want to call it, all I can tell you is good luck, because the chances of that working out for you isn't high. And to be honest with you, for most of you women, the only $10,000 you're gonna see is the $10,000 you're gonna hand over for that hooker course you're gonna sign up for. I'm just saying.
I just got dumped, sort of. I'm 38. Going out with this girl for 3 months, and I was a nice guy. I'm dressed up now, and I'm going out to not be the nice guy anymore. I know I'm a leftover, but I'm done, man. I'm done. You got an asshole now. Fellas, it ain't worth it. Don't be the nice guy.
Another one bites the dust.
Another good guy lost. It's unfortunate because it sounds like the man was trying for a long time. I think he said he was 38 years old. So he had a good run, but it looks like he's done with that. Now, I will say it isn't as easy to switch over as you might think, especially at your age, because you do have to shift your mindset. And for a lot of guys, it's a struggle because they're used to being one way, and then all of a sudden they're trying to switch over and be a totally different dude. And to be honest with you, it doesn't always work out the way you think, because when you start acting like somebody that you're not, you start attracting the women that you really don't want in the first place. Because to be honest with you, the girl who dumped you or the girls who have been dumping you, those aren't the women that you needed in your life anyways. Those women got issues, so you really don't want them. So hopefully you don't go out there and make the mistake, become the bad guy, and start dating those same women, because that won't end well either. Now, if you plan on just going out there and running through these women, it might work out for you. But if you're out there still looking for a wife or a girlfriend, this might not be the best strategy. Trust me, the women out there in that age range, that 30, 40-year-old age range, who are still looking for bad boys, those women are screwed up. They're damaged goods, sir. If you can't find a woman in her 30s, near 40s, who ain't past the bad boy phase, you don't want those women, man. Trust me on that. So good luck on your journey. I'm just giving you some different viewpoints on it. But if you plan on switching your personality just to get you a wife or a girlfriend, that can end badly. So be very careful.
My dad couldn't come around. My dad couldn't come around because of her.
See, it goes back to the woman. She wouldn't allow your own father to come around because of her restrictions. So he was not allowed to come around. So you support my point.
But my dad could have. He didn't. He chose not to. Even though, you gotta understand, he was a man. He still could have came and then had to deal with the smoke. He could have still came around. He still could have knocked it, regardless of that his child was in that home. So he could have knocked at that door. He could have said, I'm here to pick up my child, and if that man had something to say, he just would have had to deal with the smoke.
Okay,
but my
so you
dad
say he gotta take a chance of being in prison because he's trying to do the right thing.
I think this was hilarious because she's sitting there trying to defend the mother and throw her father under the bus like he could have done better. But then it came out that he wasn't allowed to come over there, and if he did come over there, there was some smoke he had to deal with some other dude. Now, I'm not saying he shouldn't have went over there because, like she said, his child was in there. But you got to understand how that can weigh into his decision making. See, a lot of these women want to make it so hard for the man to be in their child's life, and when the father say, I don't want to be in my child's life, then they say, well, see, you ain't tried. You gave up on him. Well, why don't you put some of the blame on the mother who made it hard for him to see his child? Why are you trying to put it on the father? This conversation should have been very simple. My mother shouldn't have put my father in that situation. She shouldn't have done that. He had to make a choice, come over there and try to be in my life, or come over there and possibly go to jail and lose his life. There were other ways my mother could have helped me see my father, but she didn't do that because she was being selfish and vengeful. But nope, she ain't say that. The father could have did better. That's all she said. Again, how you choose to handle this situation as a father is on you. But what I I am saying is, why don't you put the blame where it should go? The mother is the problem here. She is the culprit. You started out by saying he wasn't allowed to come over there. I don't know if that was a court order. I don't know if that man had 2 strikes and that would have been his 3rd one. I don't know what was going on over there. But then you turned around and said, well, he still could have tried. Well, why don't you talk about what your mother could have did? What she did was equivalent to leaving her daughter in the woods with some bears and then telling the father he needs to go in there and get her. My point is, I'm not even concerned about if he's going to get her or not. Why did you leave her in the woods with the bears in the first place? Why are you making it so hard for him to see his daughter? That's what I'm concerned with right now. This is ridiculous. Please like the video and leave a comment. I love listening to what you guys have to say. And don't forget to hit that hype button because it really helps me out with the algorithm and I really do appreciate it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.